Welcome to Game 4 of our Learning Netrunner series, where I will be playing NBN, the mega news corporation, and Zach will be playing Adam,
the neutral runner.
Yeah, one of the neutral mini factions found in Data and Destiny, and is essentially a bioroid, and so brings a whole new set of kind of challenges to the board that we'll get into here shortly. I want to talk real quickly about what I did when building this deck. First, you can find all of the cards in this deck and all of the products that we used to build it, which is only 3 things: revised core set, deluxe box, and a pack in the blog. So check out the video description to find that blog, and you can see everything that's in both of these decks and every deck that we've used previously. And then I want to talk about why I chose the pack that I did. I chose Escalation, which is a data pack expansion for Netrunner, and it provides 2 currents that I did not have access to with just the boxes that I had.
And that's kind of a new card we haven't seen in these videos so far.
It is a new card. It's a special type of operation. Normally when you play an operation, you resolve its effect and then you discard it and everything's fine and done. But with currents, you play them and they actually stay on the board. There can only be 1 active at any given time, and they have a permanent effect throughout the game until they're either replaced, gotten rid of, whatever it is. So basically, Zach and I will be kind of toiling over the currents that are in play. I think he has some in his deck as well.
Sure.
So if he plays one, it replaces mine. If an agenda is scored or stolen, the current goes away. So it's constantly moving, juggling effect on the game. So you'll get to see that in this match. And then Zach, you've got Adam.
I was going to say, so your special core ability allows you to mess with currents, which we'll get to in a bit.
I can basically always keep one in play whenever agendas are scored or stolen. I can play them from my discard pile or from my hand. So the New Angeles Soul identity is all about keeping a current in play. I want to control that dialogue, right?
So Adam, on the other hand, we're going to introduce another card type, which is a directive. And he starts the game with 3 different directive cards installed. And so the 3 I've chosen, just to kind of run those down, is Safety First. My max hand size is reduced by 2, but when my turn ends, I can draw a card if I don't have cards in my grip equal to or greater than maximum hand size.
Right.
So if I have less than 3,
you get to draw one.
I draw, yeah.
So it's a kind of a card draw engine, but it's risky because you have, first of all, less options in your hand, and second, if damage is a big thing, you have less cards to soak that damage.
In old Netrunner,
it would have been a real problem.
It was a real problem because Scorched Earth was the most common. It did 4 meat damage, and so immediately you're in threat, and we'll get to it in a second. But having to run, which is, let me find that one really quick.
Yeah, always be running.
Always be running is the first click every turn has to either be making a run or playing a card that makes a run.
Yeah.
And then once per turn, I can spend 2 clicks to break a subroutine on a piece of ice I'm encountering.
Okay. So you can always spend 2 clicks to break 1 subroutine once per turn.
Yeah, and in old Netrunner, that was particularly dangerous with only 3 cards, but it still can be dangerous. And then also neutralize all threats. The first time each turn I access a card with a trash cost, I have to trash it if able. Whenever I access cards from HQ, though, I get to access an additional card.
Right, so you essentially get an extra card every time you access my hand, but anytime you hit something that you have to trash, the first time you have to pay that cost, even if you don't want to, which can be a serious drain on your credits. So Adam is a bioroid, so the way that bioroids work in Android is they have these directives, right? So they're programmed to operate in a certain way, and so Adam is representing that with these 3 directive cards that basically say you have to do this thing that in the game is not particularly good for you, but as a reward, you also get a thing that is good for you in return. And there are some ways in the Adam deck to mitigate that and to change things around. So we'll keep an eye on that as we play.
And then in particular out of Crimson Dust, 3 bomb cards. It's one of the greatest data packs.
Incredible pack.
There is. Which we've seen. I call him, because I am always afraid to mispronounce his name, Mr. Turtle.
Old Amakua?
Amakua, who you've seen, which is an icebreaker who gains a virus counter every time I expose a card or access a card and don't steal or trash it. And he gets stronger because of those tokens, and it's kind of universal breaker.
It definitely seems like, certainly as a runner, if you're looking for early packs, Crimson Dust is high on the list because of this icebreaker specifically. This to me feels very much like the kind of new baseline default icebreaker that almost all runners are going to have a reason to include in their deck.
Sort of like Crypsis in the early days, where everyone just kind of had it because we didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
Then we also get Mining Accident, which is an event. If I made a successful run on a central server this turn, I can force you to pay 5 credits or take a bad publicity, and then I remove it from the game instead of trashing it. And then Caldera, which lets me pay 3 to prevent a net or brain damage.
And that's a pretty tremendously useful card for Adam. So he's gotten some tools that actually make him a lot better than he was.
Given that he has a 3-card hand size starting the game, yeah.
And another thing to be aware of while we shuffle up here is that this Data and Destiny box, it has 2 other mini factions for runners, and they're wildly different. So
It's a crazy box.
So you have your main runner faction to choose from, then you have these mini factions as well if they're still not doing enough for you to give you the experience that you want. So
And
you'll find a favorite.
On Adam, he has 25 influence. And that's because he's not a faction, so you can't just immediately port in, Shaper cards or criminal cards.
That's right.
Which is crazy.
That's right.
So this should be a pretty wild game.
All right, well, let's kick it off, shall we? And we will do our best, of course, to explain everything as we go along. Try not to get locked in the net, as it were.
It's really hard not to do.
It's hard. It's
I'll
hard.
look
not
up
to
and I'm like, oh yeah, we're here. All right.
It's like the old Crossfire commercial.
You'll get caught up in it.
And so even though my max hand size is -2, that does not change how many I start the game drawing.
No, it says you draw 5 at the start.
At the end of my first turn, I'm going to have to not have more than 3.
You'll get caught up in it.
And the Netrunner.
Netrunner. Ooh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. Okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. The hardest part of the game.
Yikes. I don't even know how this would interact correctly.
I'm gonna keep these. You have a question? If you have a question, we should talk about it because
all right. So
our friends at home might. I
drew one of my currents in this hand, which is Employee Strike, and it makes the corpse identity text box blank.
Boom. So I no longer get my when an agenda is scored or stolen ability.
But when an agenda is scored or stolen, this goes away.
That's correct.
So then
it comes back. Oh, you're saying when would that trigger?
Yeah.
How would that essentially play out?
So we have to consult the map.
Let's consult the map. Let's consult the
map.
rules.
Because that's where if let's say I scored, then this should get trashed, and then would your ability trigger to allow you to? Because it was blank, but we got trashed. We have to look this up.
Well, we're actually going to look this up. We'll probably pause the video and look it up. But I'm going to posit my thinking on this, and then we'll actually see if it's correct. So there's essentially 2 triggers happening at the same time, right? Whenever a card is trashed or stolen, or whenever an agenda is trashed or stolen.
You're so correct.
Whenever an agenda is trashed or stolen. So I believe that would mean that the active player would decide the resolution of those effects. So you would probably resolve my ability first because it doesn't exist, and then you would resolve Employee Strike.
Well, and would it not be the case? I thought this is where you were
wouldn't
going
even
with
be
it.
there,
It
actually.
wouldn't be there. So the trigger moment happens. Stolen or scored, and then all the things have to stack up.
Yeah, and there's nothing
So it's
there
not
to
even
trigger.
there.
Yeah.
And then, that is, we're not even going to look it up.
Are we just going to play it?
We're just going to play it. We're going to play it like that.
We work through our
blank,
issues?
Work through. So then I think that card's really good to have in my opening hand. Don't know that it's there, but I'm going to keep my hand.
You're totally right. So when an agenda is scored or stolen, the moment happens, we look for anything that triggers off of that. There is nothing currently
only
that
my
does.
thing is happening.
Yeah. So by the time this is unblank, it's already missed its chance.
Good for me.
Did we do it?
We did it.
I hope
so
we're not
draw
wrong.
5, keep. I'm going to go ahead and get my credits, and I'm going to do a fancy little thing. I have our click trackers here, and I'm going to take the 1 click because my first click has to be running.
You always be running, man.
Always be running. So just to remind myself, I'm going to put it over here, and that way the 1 is missing.
Yeah, you should notice that, right?
That's so easy to just first click this, and then
You missed it.
You missed it, yeah.
You screwed it up. All right, are we ready to start this?
I'm ready.
I will say, too, I think that if new players would always benefit from running Atom. I think, actually, if I were teaching a new player, I mean, it's a little more complex, but it forces you to run every turn, and that really teaches you a lot of the fundamentals of Netrunner. It teaches you to not be so scared of stuff.
And, you
And
could
when to
just
be scared
have
of
the
stuff.
household rule of always run first click and see what happens
Yeah,
for the first couple games.
see what's going on.
I do early games. It is easy to not know and feel like running is going to risk, but man, the longer I've played, the more I like to just
go.
face check things.
Yeah, just get in there. All right, so let's kick this game off.
All right.
Starting with me, I have a mandatory card draw, of course, because I am the corporation.
That's right.
Let's find out how we want to do this. Let me get my money, too.
Money.
5 credits for me. Okay, let's go right
A lot of thinking. If you need me to,
Well, I actually might do something very bizarre here.
Really?
Yeah.
I wish you could have seen Ben's face off camera right there.
All right, I'm going to cash these in just to see.
Oh, he's going to spend some money.
I'm going to spend some money.
You going to install 3 pieces of ice here? Is that what you're going to do?
Nope. First 2 actions, I'm going to play a celebrity gift.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to show you some cards.
And then you're going to gain all the money.
I'm going to gain some money. 2 for each card that I show you.
Are you stacked?
I'm going to show you the following cards. Okay.
All right. Oh, gosh. All right. Okay, I'm just going to take a second here.
Take a second.
Toll booth is the classic piece of ice.
Take a look at those, yeah.
It's fine. Food initiative is -1.1. I have it scored. Good old Beal. All right.
Classic.
All right. News team. If I access it, either take 2 tags or put it in my score area at -1 point. That's fun. Red herring. If I access an agenda from the server, I must pay 5 in order to steal it. I have a feeling that you are potentially about to red herring your hand.
See, now here's the question that I have. Let me gain my money back. Here's a couple of options that I have. So, because we both know what I've got, I'm looking at the likelihood is that you steal 1 agenda, of course. So, like, my 2 options to me are install toll booth here because I have enough money to res it. So that means basically you come in, you lose 3 credits, standard. You use 2 clicks to break the end the run. Then you access 2 cards. Hopefully, like, these 2.
Or like those 2.
Or these 2. Now, if you access these 2,
you got problems.
this is a problem because now this is only worth 2 for you, so it's 4-0 right off the bat. So my other option would be to install red herrings here. So you come in, I res this. Each time you access an agenda, you have to pay 5 to steal it. But you're going to trash this, right? So your first run, you're going to come through here, you're going to trash it. Maybe you see an agenda. Doesn't
then
matter.
I come back.
Then you come back.
And I get to see 2
and then you come back again.
Because it's HQ
yeah,
and
then
I've
you
got
come back
my
again.
always be running on.
So I think the best option so I drew this Project
frozen
Beal
threads.
from my cards. So at this point, it's a scramble turn to try to throw you off. And I think that the best option is to install the toll booth here. You know it's a toll booth because, it's
toll booth.
It is what it is. Now, another option that I had is I could have only taken 8 credits, not shown you the toll booth, and then installed a piece of ice that you didn't have any knowledge of. And that's another thing that's possible to do.
I think you're taking the celebrity gift move, which is you could have also not done that.
I could have not celebrity gifted, then I would have no way of resing the toll booth.
You would not have the money to res the toll booth, and you have no ice to stop me. So if
Yeah.
I just get frisky and like we talked about, and
just
go
start
straight
coming
for the
in,
hand,
yeah.
then you don't res, and then it just gets.
It's tough.
Yeah, it gets really tough.
But this is corp play.
All right, so
this is what it's like
my
being
turn?
a mega corporation in the Android universe.
That's
yes.
right. It's life stuff. Early game is runner centric. Now, I see you shuffling your hand. I'm honestly considering not even.
That's the power of a face down piece of ice here, and you could have an indexing or anything.
I know that it's toll booth.
Yeah.
So I know that if I do, I'm going to have to spend 2 clicks to break it and the 3 money. And so
And does that just set you back?
Because the other thing is
much?
you're not going to go score those this round.
And what if you hit no agendas?
Well, what if I hit the -1 point straight up? So first click has to be run. I'm actually going to hit the top of your
Yeah,
deck.
that's smart. You ready?
See how lucky I am.
Do you want to access this card?
Sure.
We got a reader.
Okay. That's good to know. Oh, wait, let me see it. Let me make sure I don't have to trash it. All right, we're good. All right, second click. I think you'll ultimately approve of what's going to go in here. I'm going to play Sure Gamble.
Yeah, that's
So I'm
solid.
going to gain 4. That was click 2. Click 3
And now I know I'm safe because you can't get through that toll booth.
is a mining accident.
Ooh, so I got to lose 5 or take a bad publicity, huh?
That's right. You see what I'm doing here?
Yeah, that's a tough one. It's quite a setback to lose 5 this early, but I also don't want you to have a bad pub for the rest of the thing.
And also, if you do end up paying 5, you're going to not be able to res that toll booth.
Yeah, so then I'd have to money up next turn.
And
This
I'll
next
also
card.
get a shot at.
You can have your bad publicity, dang it.
Yeah, I felt like that's just what you had to do. So now I'm just gonna, start establishing my reign, so to speak. So we're gonna play last click.
There it
Amakura
is, yeah.
For 3. And then end of round, because I don't have my max hand size, I get to draw a card.
Nailed it. It's a good turn. You did well.
Thank you.
You're weirdly good at Netrunner too. Nobody respects you in Netrunner. They're like, Zach, he plays them Star Wars games.
You're weirdly good at Netrunner.
You snuck into that HAC final, wasn't it, or a regional? or something?
We were just having a regional here, and to be fair though, honestly, I was running the NBN deck that now has like 87 cards on it that are on the most wanted list. As soon as I played it at Worlds right before that too, and I didn't lose a single court game with it.
Those NBN decks back in the day were ridiculous.
Well, it was just like, wait, I get fast advance and I have 17 influence to scorch you just in case.
Just a kill, and it's crazy.
Anyways.
You guys watching this, be glad. The game is 1,000 times more balanced than it was.
Yeah.
All right, my first action, so I did take my mandatory draw. I drew that card that you saw. First action is draw. I need...
That card won't be bad for you. You know what I mean?
I do know that. Second action... is install.
Install.
And third action is install.
Okay.
Over to you.
So my first action has got to be the old run. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, cool. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
With old Adam. Let me refresh my clicks. I know exactly what card that is. It's the card I saw. That's a cool piece of ice.
It is.
I think... what was the res cost on that thing? Is it 1?
The special offer?
Yeah. Pain. This is you gotta remember. Don't tell me. I need to remember.
It's less than 2.
Yeah, I think it's 1. I'm glad that's the case. All right, so let's be feisty here.
Okay.
First click, I'll run Archives.
You did it.
Which will get me...
You can access a celebrity gift.
I did it.
Access cards, didn't trash or anything, so you get the
counter on
counter that is essentially 1 strength.
1 strength. Second click, I'm going to install multi-threader.
Ooh, multi-threader. Nice. So this is a 1 MU program, and it just sits there and gives you 2 recurring credits. I've got some fancy ones.
Okay, I was going to say,
if you'd like,
I need the fancy
some
recurring
fancy
credits.
recurrings.
We'll get those happening here. I'm just going to put 2 regular credits on there for now. There they are.
Grab my old trusty box here.
I love these recurring credits.
Yes.
Those are the old school ones too.
Those are the old ones, yeah.
All right, so install there, and that was my second click. And I can use these credits to pay for using programs like Amakua. My third click, now being clever in that I only have 2 credits, I'm going to run HQ. See what I did there?
Okay, well, let's run through this, shall we? I will not res.
Okay.
Do you want to continue the run?
I do want to continue the run.
All right, so now I have an option to res things. I will res this red herrings.
Okay. So how does this access window work?
Well, let's look at it. So we have the approaches the attack server, decides whether or not the run is considered to be successful when successful conditional is meet. So the run is at this point successful, so you have a successful run. Does anything trigger there?
That would be Amakua, right?
That's correct.
Oh wait, no, that's when I expose.
No, yeah, that's, so you have no successful triggers. And so now we go to accessing cards. So access the upgrade. Do you want to trash it?
I do, with my
All right.
bad pub.
1 cost. And this says, each time the runner accesses an agenda from this server, he or she must pay 5 credits as an additional cost to steal it. That applies even during the run in which the runner trashes red herrings.
Okay, so now do I have to access cards from hand?
Yes. You have committed to the access.
That's sad.
That's an old school question. Once you commit to access cards, like at this step, then you're in.
Okay.
In for dime, in for dollar.
All right, so to steal an agenda, I have to pay 5?
Yep.
So I want to see the agendas because I don't want to see the news team, but I also won't get to steal them. So we'll go here first. All right, saw the agenda. All right. Oh, what? Wait, hold on.
Hey, whoa, what's going on
here? That's the special offer. Wait a cotton picking minute. What is happening? All right, so I access the cards. Recurring credit's going to come back to me. And I didn't trash, so now I actually get the token, right?
That is correct. What does it say? Whenever you
Expose a card,
or
do not
access
steal or
cards,
trash it. Do I
do
get
not-
2 virus counters there?
Whenever you expose a card. Well, you trashed the...
No, the 2 I just saw from your hand.
Any of them. Any of them. Any of them. Not each time.
Oh, got it. So I did trash the red herring. So that counts as the group of accesses there.
That's correct.
That's a sad story. All right, 1 click left. Let me think about
Now,
this.
it's worth it to come back in, right?
Because
So,
you'll have to pay 8.
because I had to pay 8 to keep you out, but at least this time I know that you don't have any clicks to bust through that ice.
And the clever thing I did was I don't have the credits to pay for toll booth. So
That is clever.
that is a normal
That's
thing.
maybe
All
worth
right,
seeing.
So 4th click, I'll go ahead and run HQ again.
All right, I'm going to do it.
All right, so you res. I have to pay 3. I can't pay 3, so I don't pay 3.
That's right, and this is important to note. So it says when the runner encounters toll booth, he or she must pay 3 credits if able. Now, that doesn't mean that you pay up to 3. You don't lose 2 credits or 1 credit. Pay 3 if able. If the runner cannot pay 3 in the run, so you can't pay 3.
So here
the
we
run
have it.
ends. Now here's some next level. Here's some next level stuff. Okay, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
So whenever you don't have a card out, but there are icebreakers, right, that we've seen that you can pump credits into to bump up their strength.
Yep.
So let's say that you approach this ice, I decide to res it, and then you have an icebreaker that can pay 1 to pump icebreaker
Could I
strength
pay
or
down to
whatever.
2 or something?
You could. So if you come in here with 3 credits, you can, after me resing this, you have this window where we can use paid abilities, right?
That's tricky.
So you can actually pump the strength of an icebreaker that you have no intention of using to go under 3 credits to 2 credits, and then you don't lose your 2. And normally you'd have lost all 3.
That's awesome.
Isn't that weird?
Side note, at the end of the turn, I have 2 cards. So I
You did
will
it.
Draw a card for free.
All right, so we're just dancing around all these agendas in hand. And we've got a toll booth up, but I know that you can get through it, which is a bummer. It's actually not great. So mandatory draw for me. So let's do, first action is draw. Second action,
This deck is so thematic.
what do I feel like there's a couple of good lines actually of play here. Second action, let's draw.
All right.
Looking
a lot
for
of cards in
looking
hand.
for options. And for my last action, let's do 1 here.
All right. Don't
Over
want
to you.
me to sneak in there.
I don't want, no sneaky please. And then
what
I
a
have
sneaky bait is for.
6 cards in hand and I have to trash 1. So I will trash this one.
Okay. And to me.
Over to you.
All right. First click has to be a run. Let's, now knowing that the offer is in your hand, let's run HQ.
Okay, let's think about this. Ooh, this is a tough one. You have how many credits? 1 and then 1 for the bad pub.
Yep.
All right, I will pay 2 to res it.
There we go.
It is a news hound, so if a current is active, it gains in the run, which that's not the case. But it has a trace 3. If successful, give the runner 1 tag. So let's stack up that trace. We will now initiate that, because unless you want to break it, you can break it with Adam's ability for 2 clicks, if you'd like.
Nope. It's all you, man.
All right, so trace 3, you have a link of 0, so
right.
it's 0 to 3. I have a chance to pump things into it, which I will not, because I know you only have 2 credits to spend.
Yep.
Do you want to spend credits to beat the trace,
I
which
do
you don't
not.
have?
I don't. So I'll get tagged.
Take your tag.
All right. Stacking up tokens over here. And
Pass the ice. Would you like to access?
I would, actually, as it happens. I trash it. With my recurring credit. Thank you for doing business. And
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
not
get
bad.
to trigger Hamakua.
That's right. Bad publicity. What?
All right.
So that was your first click.
Yeah, a lot happening.
That's a fine run to make.
Let's think about this.
Adam's over there tagged. Doesn't even have the money to shake the tag.
Do I even care? I don't know what kind
Does
of
he
punishment
even, does
you
he
have.
even care? I don't know. Does it matter that the corp knows where you are?
You've surely got to have some sort of punishments.
No.
Yeah. And these are resources.
They are resources.
Could you trash those for me if you wanted?
I could.
That'd be great. Oh, man. I have no idea where I'm at right now. You do, though. Well, let's just draw a card, actually.
Ooh, old-fashioned.
That's right.
That's less exciting than what you've been doing. I'm glad you installed that multi-threader, though.
It's really paying dividends here. It might at some point. Why did I install that? I don't know. Oh man, it could have paid off.
Build some Amakua credits or some virus counters over here.
Well, I'm just thinking here. I wish I had more money. You know what I mean? Oh jeez.
I sure hope you don't shake that tag.
Yeah.
That's something for true.
I don't even know anymore.
See, isn't this why we play these games?
It is. It's this problem I have to solve.
Doesn't it? I mean, there's something. This is your normal everyday life does not present these kinds of.
Well, here's where I'm at. Here's what I'm
Okay,
considering.
give it to me. Hit me.
All right. So one option is gain money, clear the tag.
Yeah,
2 clicks. Second option is don't care about tags.
that is an option.
Hit your deck again.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
tag me up, right?
There's no. I'll tell you this, and for the benefit of everybody else out there as well. With the revised core set as it is, cutting a lot of the fast advance cards and things that NBN was doing, they're a little bit more leveraged towards tags at this point. They're really revolving around the runner having a lot of tags being tagged.
Yeah.
So
Like you have that thing that like fast advances stuff for every tag I have, right?
maybe.
What's that card called?
Psychographic?
Yeah, psychographic.
I don't even know if that's in the new.
You have the like empty my accounts.
Yeah, closed
card,
accounts.
closed
Again, I
accounts.
don't even know if that's in the new revised core set either, but we'll both find out together as we go through this
Okay,
game.
I'm excited about that. Thanks, man. Yikes.
I do know if I do trash always be running, then you won't be able to get through ice without installing icebreakers. So that's nice. You won't have that 2-click ability to break a subroutine, but you also already have Amakua out, so.
Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is gain a money clear tag.
Ooh, nice. Playing it safe.
Now I have to discard cards, so let's get rid of this.
All right, great. First action is a mandatory one, and it is a draw. Well, see, now I just need the cash.
Money, money, money.
Install gain 2.
What is that? First click has to be run. I'll check your archives.
All right, you want to access?
Yeah.
Keegan Lane, that's a great example of a card that can hose you. I can remove a tag from you during a run on a server and then destroy a program.
Which mid-run could be bad.
It'd be real bad, yeah.
Yeah. So I access didn't trash, so I gain token.
Correct?
Correct, clinic. Man, I need some serious bazings.
You need some tuna?
I need some
cash?
I need some scratch. You know what I mean? I need a pile of scratch here. Where's my savings account, man? Yikes. I also just feel like if I had the money to threaten the code gate, the toll booth hand run, that would not be bad.
You know I definitely have 2 unless I put 1 down here. Which is scary to me as a corporation player.
Yeah.
I know that you know.
Let's draw a card. Perfect. Gain 2 money?
All right.
Go ahead. I'll give
If you build
a
it.
card.
All right, mandatory draw here. Okay. This is all just great.
That's what you want, right?
It's just what we want. Yeah.
I feel like we're playing a gritty game of Netrunner right here.
It's very gritty. We're down in the dirt here. Let's install
There
and
it
gain 2
is.
credits.
There it is. All right, mine.
All yours.
Man, I don't like that you covered that up. First click has to run. I'll run over on archives, make you res it. You got that opportunity with money card. There it is.
It's a 0 strength resistor. It has +1 strength for each tag that you have, which is currently 0.
All right.
And you do have the Amakua at 2 strength. It's a 0 strength piece of ice.
So I can break.
You can break it
I'll
with your
break
bad
it.
pub or your recurring credits.
Wow.
Any number of things you can use.
This is per turn.
Yeah.
Recurring credits come back a turn. I'll use my
Yeah.
bad pub for free.
All right, you access.
Access. Give me an Amakura here. You threatened.
I was just trying to scare you off of that
Yeah.
server.
Well, I had to run somewhere, right?
That's right. And really, I mean, I could have just not rezzed it, but it's fine.
Well, if you don't res it, then that tells me it's probably not so scary.
That's right.
You know what I mean? All right, so let's do a couple things here. Now I feel like I'm gaining a little mojo, and I would like you to have to just spend a turn clearing the Amakua. So I'm going to spend second click to hit your archives again.
Okay, you did it.
Same song, different verse.
Yeah.
Third click, I'm going to run here,
All right.
and now Amakua is at 4 strength, so I can interact with that ice. In which case, I'll just break with
4 strength, 4 strength.
bad
Boom.
bump. I'll access.
Access. You have to trash it.
Nope, stays there, but I will Amakua again. Now we're getting some serious business here. Last click, I will simply gain a credit.
All right, money the hard way.
Yep.
So mandatory draw. Well, looky there. I'm pretty good against the old resistor, eh? 0 strength, you say, huh?
Aha!
Okay,
My
first
multi-threader paying off. What up?
draw.
Just kidding, I haven't used it yet at all.
Second click.
I love watching these just like fundamental Netrunner games happen. I can see that look in the eyes of what to do.
Okay, let's see. How do we do this? I mean, we can try to make you spend money.
The world is yours.
This is tough. It's just tough.
Do you ever wish you had Jackson Howard?
Yeah, I sure do.
Put all those agendas.
Well, I wish I had ice that was meaningful at this moment. Because I can't, not being able to keep you out of a central with anything that I currently have is a problem, because it means you can just pump up Amakua and then get in there.
Yeah.
And you've got the 3 recurring, which is a problem.
Yeah.
Or the 3 perma credits.
But technically, like if you spend a turn clearing my virus counters, I guess I have 4 clicks. So like I would have to use all 4 to get back to 4. Mm-hmm. And I guess that game eventually favors
We could do
me.
that forever.
Yeah, because eventually your agendas will have to be in your discard pile. Yeah. That's funny.
Let's see.
But you would eventually maybe draw ice, right?
You would hope so. You would certainly hope so. For second click is credit, and third click is hedge fund.
Okay, he's in the money.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in hand. I will trash the one.
Okay, mandatory run.
Mando run.
Let's check the deck.
Check
Bad
the deck.
pub, I don't necessarily gain a token.
All right, so this is, by the way, we should talk about this.
All right.
This is a lot of times in Netrunner called R&D lock. So basically, Zach is in a situation now where I can't go a turn without you seeing the card that's coming into me. So there's not, unless I draw on my turn, there's no longer any hidden information as long as you keep checking this. So like any agendas coming through, any tools coming through, you're gonna see first or
Bad
steal.
spot to be in.
All right, first action, right?
Yep.
Access?
Yeah.
All right.
Stays there.
All right, that's good. Can I see, is there a current yet? Do you have a current?
That would
I can-
be helpful.
Yeah, that'd
for
be
you.
nice.
Yeah. Man,
Is this ice that's going to be meaningful to stopping this from happening?
some sort of meaning. It's at least helpful. It's better than that thing. You'll see. You'll see. Well, with 3 clicks left, I think it's time to
The world is yours.
do some checking. Second click will be running the old
Right.
HQ. There it is.
Let's put up that special offer.
Money in the bank. So
You can always just break it.
I can just break it. Let's see. I'm gonna have to pay 3. I can actually just interact with it.
Yeah, you can interact with it. Old school.
So I have to pay 3 and breaky. Oh, I guess I breaky. Oh, not break. All right, I'll break here.
Okay. Broken. Do you want to continue?
Yeah, I'll pay 3.
Counted the toll booth. When the runner encounters the toll booth, lose 3 if able, which you did.
And then I will recurring credit the
Break with Amakua.
Yeah.
And then would you like to access?
I would.
Snack access?
2 whole cards, you know what I mean? I'm not a die man myself. I trust my gut and intuition.
I myself am not a die
I'm
man.
not a die man.
All right, into it then.
Let's start here. Boom.
Seems good.
Intuition. Oh man. So great. 2 for 2.
Interesting.
Didn't score the news team.
Why couldn't I do that in our games earlier?
Telling you, man, it's the die. It's the die. You got to trust your gut. If your gut ain't there. So recurring credit is spent for the turn, though. That's right.
That's
that
correct.
does come back.
Worth noting too, so this Global Food Initiative, it's worth 1 fewer agenda point in the runner's score area. So that's only worth 2. So it's 4 to 0.
Okay. Next click. Man.
Dang.
That's super good. I can't get back into HQ just yet. I'm gonna need money to keep doing that.
That's music to my ears.
Yeah. So I'm gonna draw a card. What is this? Oh, that's super good for me. I'll gain a credit. And then I'll owe you a card. That is crazy town. That is crazy.
Uh-oh.
I'm excited about that card.
Okay. Mandatory draw. Ding.
Ding.
Oh, sweet. That's helpful.
It's better than that.
It is better than that.
At least you'll start earning some scratch. I love that word, by the way.
First action is draw. Second is draw. And third is install for 1. And I like to draw through in situations like that a lot of the time just because I knew that you had seen the piece of ice on the top here. So it's like if I draw a couple of times, it could be a totally different piece of ice.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Which is good. All right, so starting my turn, I'll refresh my clicks, refresh my recurring credits. I have to make a run. Is that pop-up video?
I don't know.
If it's I'm wondering what kind of trash program stuff you have, because if I lost Amakura right now, I would be...
It'd be awesome.
I'd
love
bad
that.
news bears for me. It'd have to be a real sturdy piece of ice right now, though, because I'm at 6 strength. So let's just check. I'll R&D check on click 1 pop-up video.
When the runner encounters pop-up, you gain 1 credit. Woo!
Can I? Yeah, I can. I can break here with.
You can break it or pay 1, your choice, however you'd like to do it.
I'll break it here with the free money.
All right, you passed the ice. Would you like to continue?
Yes.
All right, so now we encounter Sindri.
I'll break with my multi-threader.
All right, broken because of Amakua. Here we go. What is it?
We'll leave that there. Can't trash it.
Is it a good piece of ice?
Maybe. It's gonna be great when you see that. All right, so now I'm looking back here. I need 1 more money to be able to get into the hand. Seems like a just fundamentally good play here. Gain of money. Actually, you know what? You have that silly news team waiting, and I got both the points I've seen.
I've got news team waiting for you.
I think I'm gonna go a different route here. Let's brain chip for 2. So this increases my hand size by X equal to the number of agenda points I have.
Oh, nice.
So 4.
So your hand size is 7?
It is 7 now, yep.
Wow.
And it also gives me plus X mu, which is also equal to that. So now my memory is
You've got so much memory, it's crazy.
a ton. And then that was the 3rd click. My last click, I'm just gonna gain a credit. End of the turn, I do have less than my max hand size.
That's
so
right.
I'll draw a card for free.
You're running on low, you're running on fumes over there.
Well, sometimes the early nitty-gritty runner game is just that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you saw some things. I told you, you'd think it was interesting.
Here's a card.
It's like, where was that earlier, though, you know? When I was rifling 4 points out of your hand.
Okay, let's think about this. So you have very little money, so playing that is not hugely important, right? Now, okay, other options are what? Purging virus counters,
That's an option.
in which case you come over here, you can get in and kind of build it up as you like. But I guess and it gives me a chance to see cards too. That would be helpful. You know what? I'm going to do what only I would think to do here, which is lose.
Let's take the losing route.
Let me think about it. There's 2 lines here that are really solid. Because I don't really mind you spending 4 actions to get here. Or even spending, 3, then you still can't get into the R&D. Life is safe, everything's fine, and we're good. All right, let's, I think I'm 1 away from it. Let's install here and advance and advance. So that is a 15 minutes.
What?
It's one of these limit 1 per deck in the NBN. It kind of is the cooler breaking news. You only have 1 in your deck, and then if you score it, I can spend an action to shuffle it back into my deck.
Okay.
But I'm doing that because I'm interested in showing how the current ability works, just in case you happen to win randomly.
So you scored.
So every agenda is scored or stolen. You may play 1 current from HQ, which is here, or archives. So do I have any currents here? No. But I do have 1 from HQ. So I will pay 1, and it says it's not trashed until another agenda is played, or current is played, or agenda is stolen. And then the install cost of each resource is increased by 2. So it's going to make you have to spend money.
If I want a resource up.
That's right. And it's best to just kind of keep these all over the place.
Board.
Yeah.
All right, my turn?
Yep.
So I'll refresh my clicks, refresh my recurring credit. Have to make a run. I'll run on R&D.
All right, I'll gain money.
I'll break, and then I'll break.
All right. And then you access?
That's right. All right.
What, does it cost money?
It may cost money to trash.
You have to trash it?
I can't. I just can't do it. You know what I mean? So I'll gain a trash token.
You can't trash it?
I can't afford to trash
I'd
it.
love it if you could.
Second click. Man, I feel like your hand is probably rife with agendas. It's also got the news team. If I hit like 2 news teams, I would be so upset.
Okay, what makes you think that it's right for the agenda? It's just curious. Because you
Well,
know that these 2 are in there and you scored them, and then I just scored out the 15 minutes. And you've been checking R&D constantly.
Yeah, but I saw this and this and this.
And maybe some things over
But
here.
you've drawn cards, right? You drew through a couple times.
I'm certain that I have at least 2 cards that you know in this hand.
Okay, but I'm certain there are at least 2 cards I don't know.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
I sure do.
I wouldn't say rife with agendas. I would say that there's a chance. There's a news team in there, I know. And there's potentially an agenda. But
How big a boy are you? And that's the other interesting thing too, is like by installing this current, I kind of maybe have taken you out of maybe a resource play that you had, and so now you're more likely to run on my servers instead. You could come back in and trash whatever this thing is.
Let's draw a card.
You've got a hand size of like
A bajillion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's draw another card.
Draw. Don't you love Netrunner though? It's a journey of discovery.
Wow, that card is what I wanted. I'll gain a credit. End of round, I have less than 7 cards, so I'll draw a card. Oh man, here they come. Where were you my whole life?
All the hits.
Yeah.
All right, mandatory draw. Oh, there is my friend.
Hello, darkness.
Let's purge.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just see how it looks. We'll see if that was the
All
right
right,
decision.
purged.
Done.
Start my turn. Refresh my clicks.
Got to be running.
Get my recurring. Gotta be running. I can still just break that.
You totally can.
I'll run archives.
All right, you did it.
I'll break it with my bad pub.
Break it with your bad pub and your 0 strength on Makua because you're intagged.
Access.
Access.
News.
You see a resistor.
Right. So I gain a token. Second click. I will do it again.
You did it.
Access. Third click, I'll do it again. Access. Fourth click, I will play Dr. Lovegood.
It'll cost you 4.
Oh, I can't do that. Fail.
Scarcity of resources.
I
Plus
won't
2
do
to
that.
all resources.
For some reason, I thought he was not a connection, but as it happens, he is.
He's so a resource. It's crazy.
Last click, let's gain a money.
All right.
And then I have less than 7 cards, so I'll draw my 7th card. Where were you?
All right, mandatory draw. First click is draw.
Here's your window. It's a tight window.
Yeah.
You got to get some ice.
Yeah, you kind of have like this one
Opportunity.
If you had,
If I had what?
You had one
chance.
One opportunity.
Knees weak. Have you seen the 73 questions with Daisy Ridley, by the way? I'm just going to go here. I think it's 73 questions with Vogue. She raps that song. It was very endearing.
Second click is hedge fund.
Why do you need so much money, Corp?
I just don't like discarding cards.
Yeah. Efficiency.
Third click, let's install there.
You sure about that?
We're going to turn off the honey pot. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of this turtle business.
My turn?
Your
Turtle,
turn.
turtle. We'll see if you turn it off. I have to run.
You want to come on in here with your 3 strength nothing breaker? Oh, this now has in the run, by the way. I don't know if that would have mattered at any point since I played that current, but
It hasn't.
you've got 1,000 recurring credits. So.
Yeah, all the, by 1,000 you mean 3.
Not terribly worried.
Side note. I think I'm gonna run your hand.
That's probably I think that's the right call.
So I have 3 strengths, so I'll break with my recurring credit.
All right, broken.
On count of the toll gate, I have to pay 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can spend 2 clicks
Done.
to break the subroutine.
All right.
Then I get access.
Would you like to access?
Yes, certainly.
All right, I'm gonna.
2 for the money.
Let's see. I'm just gonna show this, and then we're gonna put it down.
All right, remember, it's all about the intuition here. That's my #1 runner tip. Trust your gut.
You'd be a great president.
It might get you killed, but great. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's just shuffle them up, and it's not because there's any agendas in here. I just like the drama.
Mm-hmm. I love that you don't know where they're at. It really adds to the tension.
I can't look because if I look,
You're gonna reveal.
I don't want to give you.
So I get to see
too
2
much.
cards too.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty.
But
pretty
that news
solid.
team is a pain.
It is a pain. It's
All
just a
right.
couple of tags.
You ready for this?
Yeah. Oh,
News team.
that's good news.
So either 2 tags.
Or -1 agenda point. Take you from 4 to 3. And really, actually, hold on. You should take the -1, right? Because going to 3 means that you still need 2 more agendas.
Yeah.
At 4, you still need 2 more agendas, right?
So I will score the news team.
So make sure that makes sense, right? So Zach's at 4 agenda points. If he takes a -1, he goes to 3. And then if
I
you
still need 4 points, right? So unless there's more 1-pointers
that's
hanging
right.
around.
Unless there's more 1-pointers, you still need 2 agendas regardless.
Yeah.
You may as well take it.
Then the tags could be bad. So second card.
Now I wonder. I'm gonna guess that you don't have to track. Yeah, okay. That text fires first. All right, next up. Good luck. Actually, no, bad luck. Don't do anything weird.
Keegan.
Can't trash him.
Can't trash it.
I wish you could.
But I just get to look at him. Would you look at that?
All right, so now we have an interesting thing. Whenever you expose a card or access cards and do not steal, you didn't steal any cards. This is not a steal, right? It just says
Or
add it to
news
your
team to my score area. Yeah.
and you did not trash any cards, you get a virus counter.
Great.
I'm not happy about it.
For
but
my
it's
next move.
the way the rules work, dang it.
My turn.
Yeah.
For my last trick, for my 4th click, I will, and I get that back, run here.
All right.
So I'll pay 1 with a pop-up. I now have 4 strength here, so I will break both subroutines.
Would you like to access?
Sure would. I will gain this token, because that goes back to the top of your deck.
Yeah. All right, man, just getting out of this thing. All right, here we go. Ready?
So ready.
Draw.
That card is good.
That's good news bears right there.
Or good news ravens, depending on.
I'm purging.
You sure?
Yes.
I'm sure. How many cards are in here?
5.
All right, now I gotta rethink my life.
This over HQ is never where you want it. However, I needed an early game. I was trying to fool you a little bit early game. Of course, that rarely works in good play.
Sometimes. Heads up ball play. First click has to be a run.
It has to be.
Let's run Archives. Let's make you resit.
It's a wraparound. If you do not have a barrier install or a fractor barrier breaker, it's +7. So it's a 7 strength barrier.
All right.
Gotta pay for that, I guess.
And then I do what is classically called a face check.
Yeah. So
Bam.
hit it, subroutine fires in the run.
All right, now let's consider how to escape this reality.
Even having this here gives you an opportunity to get less than 3 credits, I guess. Well, that's not that important. It's kind of like when you build, like when you build something, maybe like a piece of, this is weird, a piece of furniture. You get to the end of it and you're like, I really should have done that first step with more care. See, I'm looking at this special and it's like, I just don't want that there. I just don't want it there.
A special offer?
Yeah, I'm most likely to just trash it over the top next time I install over HQ. You've just got so many credits to deal with things.
Yeah, but I have to get to that strength.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was the biggest problem.
That is the problem here, dude. Oh boy. Let's draw a card. Search for answers.
Is it a problem that all of your resources are +2
Yeah.
to install?
Yeah. 2 credits.
Excellent.
And then I will trash some cards. Yes.
All right.
All right. Yeah, it is a problem, as you might imagine.
I'm drawing my card.
But we'll get out of the problem. You're on 1 point, so I have some time, I think.
Okay, let's do. You're gonna love every part of it.
Yeah. Is that a 5-3 over there? No, that's not a 5-3. Tell me you didn't put a 3 down there with the game on the line. You did.
We're playing Netrunner, man.
You wily woolly. Just gonna hide this 3 on the open table.
First action.
You better be careful though, because if I can come get that.
Install. Second action. Oh man. See, I should have drawn first. Second action, draw. Always draw first. That was just a mistake. And third action, install.
You wily woolly.
Go ahead.
Man, what is that madness?
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
First run. Let's just run here.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
It's an assassin.
Oh gosh. Yikes.
So the 5 strength sentry, I don't think you have any way to break that, yeah?
Nope.
All right, so both of the subroutines are going to fire. Trace 5 is successful, do 3 net damage. So I've got a trace of 5. Now I look and Zach has 3 credits. It's never gonna beat a 5 trace. So I'm not gonna pump any money into it. And then this effect will happen, do 3 net damage. 1. That's so funny.
Yeah, it is
Can't
funny.
install Armitage. 3. Okay, those are gone. And then the second subroutine, Trace 4, if successful, trash a program. Obviously, you can't beat a Trace 4 because you only have 3 credits.
That's right.
So now I have to decide if I want to trash Amakua, which at this point is not doing anything for you, or the multi-threader, which is a consistent source of money.
Although
you
still
get
not
an
doing anything
icebreaker.
yet.
Boy, this is actually, I'm not sure about this.
This game really turned out.
It started to get there, didn't it?
I was concerned that it would just be a...
Maybe, yeah, it was tough up front. Oh, let's, that's so hard. Let's trash Amakuwa, I guess. Just gotta play it cool.
Okay.
Okay, do you want access?
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's a news team.
No, that's so funny. I fell for the trap.
You totally.
Let's...
Do you want -1, which matters now, or 2 tags?
Angry about this. I'm gonna take 2 tags.
All right.
Trash it.
Trashed.
All right. Mine.
It's still yours, yeah. That was only your first action, I think.
Yay.
You just got pantsed on camera. Did you know that?
I did. I got trapped. We'll see. It's not over yet, Wooly. Those kids. I need an extra click.
2 tags, huh? Why did I install over the resistor? See, things just need to happen in the right order.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true. That's true. I'm just gonna gain 3 credits.
Okay, he's gaining 3 credits. So technically you can get into, well, I can get rid of your ability to break stuff,
Yep.
but it also gets rid of your have to run thing.
It's the double-edged sword there.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think I'm going to do that, honestly. I got a mandatory draw, so I guess I'll do that first. All right, excellent. Let's...
A lot of choices.
There's a lot of choices. Let's...
You just got banned on camera. Thanks. Thanks, Wooly.
let's trash the get through a thing with clicks.
I'll get my credit back.
And then I'll gain
My click back.
2 credits. Actually, then I'll gain 1. Yeah, I'll gain 2 credits. That's what I need. And then I need to trash a card, and I will trash. Oh man, this one.
All right, so I have my click back.
You got your click back, and to be of note, so I use the action pay 2, trash a resource because the runner is tagged, and I trashed one of these resources.
Well,
Yeah, we're having
like
too
that.
much fun. We're not explaining the game well enough.
Yeah, sorry.
It's the 4th in the series, though. I think
You should know what's
there
going
should be a
on
little,
right now.
little
Yeah,
flow
we're
going
just
on.
All right, so I am
You're free.
free. Free at last. Thank God Almighty. Oh boy. Sheboygan.
Ah, boy.
Ah, boy. Ah. I mean, you know, dude, you're just going to keep trashing things if I let you. I'll draw a card.
I'm
First
gonna
click, draw a
trash
card.
it all.
What is that card doing in here? Second click, I'll draw a card. Okay, that would have been good.
Oh, remember, you also are, what, at a 6-hand size now?
That's right, because of the -1 agenda point over here. Good to know.
Did you use safety first last time?
What's safety first?
The draw card?
I
If you
didn't. I didn't.
Yeah, likely story.
I didn't.
Roll the tape back.
Yeah. I'm just gonna gain 3 credits. Oh yikes! Let's remove the tags.
Ooh, man, I really wanted those tags on you. That's
6
a bummer.
cards, so I keep my hand.
Okay, mandatory draw.
It's like we're kind of starting over, but with 6 pieces of ice on the board and 5 points scored.
Okay, let's think about this.
Thinking.
Oh man. Yep. I'm gonna res Melange.
Ooh, that card is gold.
And then I'll use its ability. 3 clicks, gain 7 credits.
That's baloney.
So there was certainly a desire to like protect this, because now I have 6 cards in hand, I've got to trash one. But
All right, mine?
yeah,
I don't have to run anymore,
you don't have to run, you're free.
but I've seen what happens if Melange stays on the board for too long. It's a problem. I'll run a Melange and trash it.
Okay.
First click. Second click. I should have done this first. Draw a card.
Always draw first. How many resources do you need? Just for my own?
I'm going to gain 2 credits with infiltrate.
Oh no. The death knell of economy.
That's when you know it's a problem.
Something has gone wrong.
Yeah, that's right. Last click, I'll pay 1 to replace with an employee strike.
Ah.
And then end of round, I only have 5 cards, so I'll draw a card for free. And the wheels are turning.
Mandatory draw.
Chugga.
Install for 1.
That's what we in the business call a win server.
We're getting there. Install and gain credit.
All right. Seems flashy. Mine?
Yep.
Start of my turn. Make sure nothing's happening. All right. First click. Draw a card. Second click is armored code busting. Get in here. It's cash time.
That's right. I'm just trying to go to work. You got to play an employee strike to go to work? It makes no sense. This game has failed.
Oh, man. I don't have enough. Oh, that's perfect right now.
That's why I use power counters. It's the refined solution.
That's fair. For you. Next 2 clicks, we'll just gain 4 money.
All right. Okay, mandatory draw.
Man, I've been waiting on that code busting my whole life. I just wanted a 9 to 5, keep it cool. You gonna score some points over there?
I think so.
Give me some points. About to run wild over here, Steven.
I know, I'm a little scared. Just a little scared. It's basically how far do I want to take this?
The Beal?
I just don't know. You know, what are you...
Are you beeling on me?
What are you working with?
I think you're beeling on me. Are you beeling on me? You know it's true. You got a Beal. You're wanting to overscore it. He's on the overclock
I
it.
have no idea what you're talking about.
I can smell a Beal from a mile away.
Okay. Okay, this is fine. This is fine.
Looks like a Beal, smells like a Beal. Let's see, how many to win outright with Beal?
All right, fine. Fine, I'm just advancing it 3 times.
There it is. It's a Beal. I knew it was a Beal. You didn't want to risk it. What if I just have some way of getting in?
Well, see, so here's one option that I had. I have a current in hand, right? This goes away, by the way.
Yeah.
Now, I think that, yeah, it doesn't trigger. So we decided ahead of time, right? It doesn't trigger. But I did have a current in hand, so I could have replaced it with my second current and then advanced twice. Then if you can't get in, I get a 3-point Beal, and I get to replace it with a scarcity back from my archives. But
I could also magically
you
get
can
in.
also magically, smash through there.
Runners do that, right?
I mean, if you're interested, 3 net damage in a program to you right now is nothing. So this is not
That's not exactly threatening.
threatening.
So then you'd have to res whatever that is.
Yeah.
And then you have to ask how much money do you have left to really.
How much money do I have, and can you get through it?
Yeah.
Depending on, you got 5 credits, so you could play conceivably any icebreaker right now.
That's right.
You could gain 4 money playing icebreaker,
Sure.
and if it's the right icebreaker, then, well, I don't know what for. I need cash.
Cash money. You're a little light right now.
Yeah.
Let's think about this.
I hope we're playing. Oh wait, we
Draw a
should.
card.
Have we we should look up the employee strike thing or the current thing.
Where was that? Year. Where was it, Steven?
Ye are indeed.
Year. I'll gain 4 here.
Look at all that money.
And I have some cards I owe you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Mandatory draw.
I'm gonna replace this with a 5 credit token.
Okie dokie.
Those agendas burning a hole in your hand?
Woo, aren't they? I mean, you have the chance to make a play here.
I've established myself. I've got money. I've got cards. Who knows what I've got?
I've just gotta see what we can do here.
That's one thing to do. Look at old Lionel.
Don't look over there.
Ah, it's only got the tag action right now.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Install, gain a credit, advance.
Oh my word.
Just do it. Let's just do it. Welcome to Netrunner, home of the Netrunner.
I think there are better plays here.
Could be a trap.
It's certainly a trap.
Could be me trying to get you to look, as we've already noted, elsewhere.
All right, let's start playing the game, shall we?
You have indexing or something? Yeah.
No.
Go ahead.
No. Let's go 1.
Uh-oh.
That's what
Okay.
I was like. Where were you earlier?
Yeah, right?
Then second click will be.
You can't do anything.
I can run here.
Well, how are you going to break through? I guess you can
doesn't
take a
have it.
tag.
You don't have a credit.
You can take a tag.
Yeah, I can just take.
All right, fine.
Plus, I have all this money. I just burning a hole in my pocket.
Okay, second click running. Yeah. When the runner encounters pop up, I gain a credit.
I'll break. I can't break.
You can't break. You just lose a
I can
credit.
pay 1. I lose 1, or can I pay 1?
Let the subroutine fire. We'll take it slow for our friends at home. End the run unless the runner pays 1 credit.
And this is my pool.
Yeah.
So I'll pay 1 there.
Right, you paid it.
It's the same thing.
It's the same
All right,
idea.
so you only have the tag routine.
Would you like to continue or would you like to jack out?
I'm getting in, man.
All right, you're going to continue. So this is a single subroutine sentry. Trace 3. If successful, give the runner 1 tag. So we got a 3 here. Now, everybody watching, so check it out. Zach's got 8 credits. I start with 3. So I can invest 6 credits into this to guarantee the tag.
Yep.
Because I knew that you could not spend money to match that trace. I'm not going to do that because I don't think that matters so much right now.
Well, then I can just use a click and 2 money and get rid of the tag.
So I'm going to leave it at a trace 3. Would you like to pay 3 to avoid the conclusion?
So now the math on this is just worth just kind of hashing out. I can either pay 3, or if I'm going to get rid of the tag later, I can spend a click and 2 credits to get rid of the tag.
And a click is usually worth about 1.5 to 2 credits, depending on who you ask what the deck is.
I'll go ahead and just pay 3.
Yeah, I think that's wise. All right, so the trace fired, you paid 3, which means you do not suffer the consequences. You defeated the trace, and now would you like to access?
I would. Well, successful run.
Yep, successful run. Thank you.
Can't forget that.
Any other triggers?
Nope.
What
Stays
is that?
there. Stays there.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
It's always just such a letdown when there's no agenda up top. That was your first click? That was your second click, right? You played Data Sucker?
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah, watch this guy.
Yeah, that's what the click trackers are for. Now we know. What madness is this? I'll spend both clicks to gain the last 4 credits here.
All right. More money, more money.
Oh, and that goes away.
Okay. All right. Fine. Mandatory draw. What did you see?
Oh, end of round, I draw a card.
Way to go. You remember that directive.
That's hard. Hard to remember.
Okay. I will advance 3 times. I'll trade this 5 out for 2 credits. So spend an action, advance, spend action, advance, spend action, advance. It is a private security force. It has some special text that says if the runner is tagged, private security force gains click to do immediate damage. So I can start to take cards out of your hand if you remain tagged. Then we have some things that trigger whenever an agenda is scored or stolen. For instance, whenever an agenda is scored or stolen, I'm going to play 1 current from HQ or archives. I will pay 1 to play scarcity of resources from my archives.
So that's the resources cost 2 still? All right, no more.
Trying to prevent you from getting set up.
Job, yeah.
And then I will discard for the end of my turn.
All right, my turn?
Yep.
It's time for some fun times.
All right, come on now.
First click, installing Mimic.
Okay, so you can get through the data hound now. It does have 2 subroutines, so that's worth something.
Yes.
This is an old-fashioned R&D lot
That's
coming
right.
in.
Second click, R&D, here we come.
All right, hit the pub window. I gain 1.
I'll pay it with a bad pub.
You lose 1.
And then we'll approach that ice. I'll spend my data sucker token
Okay.
to give it -1 strength. And then, because it's Sentry, right? Now I'm going to...
2 subroutines in the run and trace 3 because a current is active.
And I will break both of those.
Breaking both with the multi-threader, so it will essentially cost you nothing.
And then successful run, so I'll get the virus token back.
Access?
Yeah.
All right, nothing. Man,
Stays there.
I thought for sure you were gonna strike gold there.
I was hoping.
So now I've got to get you out of my R&D.
That would be a
Basically.
noble goal. Let's use click 3 to draw. And let's use my last click to play a mining accident. So you either pay 5 or
I can't pay 5, so you
take
get a bad
pub.
publicity. Runs are cheap.
And then end of round, I only have 5, so I'll draw a card. Oh, am I excited to see you. The game we play.
Man, that's awesome.
What's awesome?
Just your little setup there. It's
R&D
quite
lot?
good. Yeah, it's quite good.
Playing the fundies here. And you only have 3 money, so the reality of like locking that down, I've seen, I don't know, it seems like 18 news hounds.
I need
More ice.
I need more ice.
And money to res that ice.
No, yeah, more importantly, I need money.
Yeah.
I really need money.
Mimics little smiley faces. Hilarious.
Okay, well, we'll just do it like this. We'll at least make you feel
it.
weird.
Okay.
Hmm.
Gonna get rid of that pop-up? That free money?
I can't get rid of the pop-up.
I agree.
I just can't do it.
Unless you have an ice that just stops me in my tracks. That's so funny.
I don't think it stops you in your tracks.
The news hound? One of the 2 news hounds in your hand?
All right, let's pay 2 and then gain 2.
Oh, man.
There's a leak.
There's
Been a leak.
Start of my turn.
I'm just looking, you've got essentially 4 recurring credits, so I have to find a way to make you spend more than 4 to at least come through here.
And I get, well, right now I only have 1 virus token.
That's
right?
true.
So
Keep that in mind.
That's a problem if that news hound is in the way. So
I knew that. I knew that, right?
We'll find other ways around this problem. First click. Let's draw a card.
The suspense is killing me.
Also would have been a good card a long time ago. Gain of money.
You mean a credit?
That's a credit. Some scratch. You know what I mean? You know.
Am I going to get to see a card off R&D that you haven't seen before?
Mayhaps.
That would be really great.
Then we'll sure gamble.
Oh, no. You look like you're actually a runner now.
And then...
You've been scraping by on the streets of Bayreuth Avenue.
That was click 3. Click 4.
This is insane.
This game?
Yeah, I got the sweats. Got the Netrunner sweats.
Oh boy. Let's just not feign. I'm just gonna play Crypsis.
Oh, goodness.
Into my
gravy.
round, I only have 5 cards, so I'll draw a card. Ah, yeah, free cards are the best.
Okay.
Here comes old Crypsy. I'm gonna put this thing by my money. Wanna know how I got these programs? Oh man, this is rough. I feel like it's exactly how the games in Netrunner are described. Early runner, mid-game corp, and then now it's just a fist fight.
Now it is just a fist fight.
How are you gonna sneak 2 points by me, Willie?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to though, aren't I?
Got a lot of ships to protect.
I need money. Spoiler alert, I need money. You've got Crypsis, it would just be a miracle for you to get Crypsis through that toll booth. But it's possible. 8 credits and a virus counter. I mean, you're not actually that far off, are you, with all your recurring stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I've got 4 here. So there's 8. Technically a virus counter away. And I'm just seeing the hand. The whole hand, nothing but the hand. God forbid I have like a stem hack or a money-making machine.
This is so insane. I swear there's a million decisions here.
Well, we can pause here. Skip ahead 5 minutes for the... Just kidding, don't do that. Oh, yes.
Install for 1, gain 2 credits. Over to you.
My turn?
Yeah.
Little old me? All right, start of the turn. First click. I feel like victory is in that hand. Just waiting.
It might be there.
Yeah, I think it is there. You're just pandering around. First click, let's put a virus on my friend, Crypsis. Second click.
Bankrupt yourself.
No. Second click is... run HQ.
R&D?
That's what I meant.
Did we play the pointies or wordsies?
Points. I think the actions speak louder than words, apparently.
All right, Newshound has 2 subroutines.
Yeah.
It's 4 strength.
All right, so the first subroutine in the run.
Are you doing that?
I got to think about this. Are you?
It's after it's all of its other subroutines. So it's a 4 strength sentry. You can interact with it. Do you want to do anything to break this piece of ice?
So I could either
You're gonna really have to overclock that.
pay 6 for Crypsis, or now I'll give it -1 strength,
Okay.
and then I'll use my recurring to break the doesn't matter,
Your 2 bad pubs?
just that thing, yeah.
Just the in the run?
No, not the in the run, the other one.
Okay. So you just
gonna
wanted to
face
see
check.
it
Yeah.
and then you're out.
Yeah, and I also want to do res.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, keep me off of enough money.
Yeah.
All right, so your first action was here. You used the data sucker counter, reduced its strength, broke the trace, and then let the in the run fire.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
All right, so then the hand maneuver. I'm feeling frisky. You know what I mean? Are you feeling frisky?
I do know what you mean, yes.
I feel like
I myself have been frisky a time or two.
I'm gonna just draw a card first off.
Oh, super frisky play there.
Bad timing, you thing. Let's put another virus here.
Oh,
in
no.
case. Oh no. Let's play stem hack.
Oh, where?
You know where?
Just anywhere?
Just playing it.
Anywhere you
For
want?
later. Now I'm gonna run HQ.
Okay. So we have a stem hack. So let's see if this would actually cost you any money. I mean, with Crypsis, I do kind of want to remove Crypsis counters, but I also like having cash. Okay, so let's take a second and just fully appreciate how much it would cost you to break this toll booth. So you're going to lose 3 from the, let's say we have 9 house money. You lose 3, that's 8, 7, 7. That just puts you to 6. Then you've got to pay 5 to get strength, so it's 6 to break with Crypsis. So that would be your entire stem hack.
Yep.
Then you've got 4 credits still remaining.
You have the magical maybe
And
0 to 2 cost piece
What
of
would
ice.
this cost you to break? Yeah, this is worth doing. Let's go and use it.
Okay.
4 strength sentry. Would you like to interact with it or let its subroutines fire?
So I will interact with it,
All right.
as you might imagine. So let me just do the math real quick. It's going to cost me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 15. Right?
I think it'll cost you 15 total credits, yeah, to get through there. You got 9 for free.
9.
Actually, you got 13 for free.
Plus 4 is 13.
So it'll cost you 2 and 2 Crypsis counters.
All right. Yeah, I think it's worth doing. So what I'll do is I'll pay 4 to get to strength with Crypsis.
All right.
I'll pay 2 to break both the subroutines.
All right, subroutines are broken. Moving on.
Counter toll booth.
Encounter ends, so Crypsis loses virus counter. You have the option to jack out. Would you like to jack out?
I will not.
Okay.
No, I'm going to keep going.
You encounter this piece of ice.
All right,
You must lose 3 credits.
I will, off of my stim hack.
All right, now it's a 5 strength code gate.
So then I'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right,
And then I'll pay 1 to break.
pay 1 to break. Would you like to access? First of all, would you like to access?
I would.
All right, now it's a successful run. Get your data sucker counter. You got to lose
right.
your Crypsis as well.
Yep.
Oh, mio mio. That is
Bazingo bazongo.
This is one of the things you said once, that your favorite thing about Netrunner is that there's always a Hail Mary.
Yep. At any point, you can just toss the ball down the field and maybe score the 7-point touchdown.
All right,
So
here we
I'm
go.
at 4 points. I get to see 2 cards.
You're at 3 points because of that news team.
That's right. I get to see 2 cards. And if I get 2 2-pointers, I just win.
That is correct.
But at worst, and this is kind of what I wanted to do, right? I wanted to make you spend your money
I've got none money.
and then see your cards.
You've
So
got all the time in the world.
even if I don't score, I am feeling pretty okay about it. So we'll start here.
You get it. If you're tagged when you access it, I get to score it, which is awesome.
So I get 1 point. That's not optimal.
Not giant.
And then we'll see this bad boy. Food initiative for 2 more.
How do you do that? 2 for 2.
All right, so this cancels.
You got 6 points.
All right, 6 points.
Oh my gosh.
And then
what are the odds?
then I take a brain
What are the
damage
odds?
from
Isn't
the old
that-
stem hack.
And then I have an opportunity to, at that point, I have an opportunity to play a new current, but I don't have any money, so I'm not
And
gonna
so
do
that goes away, right?
Yeah,
And you get a trash it card.
this one.
All right, thank you.
Brain shit, yeah. See,
right.
my pulls are great.
And I have a brain damage, so now my hand size is -2 plus. Oh man, it's huge now, actually.
Yeah, you've
Plus
got hand
6.
size for days.
So yeah, I'll just draw a card at the
Yeah,
end
we'll
of the
just
turn.
believe it.
And
All right, over to old Steven, huh?
back to you. I guess that doesn't happen until the start of the turn, but that's fine.
All right, so you have a nice hip shot on R&D here too. Well, 3 money. Call that the old school
All right.
corp turn.
So the Newshounds lost their initial, their teeth, so to
That's
speak.
right. They're just tracers now.
And you've not got that much money sitting there, so I'll refresh here.
Yeah. So this is a tense moment. This is what I'm gonna do here. I did not expect the Hail Mary on HQ at all.
A good surprise Mary is my favorite.
I may have put one of these over here to protect it. Because at that point, I think it's a little bit, well, depending on what this ice is, a little bit better protected.
Yeah, yeah.
But I also didn't expect you to get 2 out of 2 there.
I told you gotta trust the gut.
Netrunner is a game of
I need a shirt that says that,
devastatingly
trust your
disappointing
gut,
odds.
pointing down at the gut. Let's see. I feel like I really want to check that deck.
So all right, so let's talk about Netrunner at this point, because it's actually a really important moment for the game. You're on the verge of absolute victory, right?
I mean, but it's close.
It's very close, right? So it's 5 to 6, so it's very close. What a lot of runners are tempted to do in this situation is like, try once. If it misses, you're starting to fall behind. Try twice. If it misses, you're really behind, and then lose the game. Or it's try once, the game is over and I win. So sometimes you have to decide, are you going to like build, am I putting any pressure on you currently? I've got 3 credits. Is it really worth exhausting all of your options to get in for a final look at a card?
Well, and the thing for me is I'm willing to check as long as it's not suffering my long game.
Yeah.
So as an example right here, I know I have a counter. I know that Mimic can interact with the first piece. And so Mimic can literally, for this counter,
For
and
nothing.
interact.
Break
I can
it.
pay the pop-up, nothing. And then I can just take the tag. And so then for 2 credits and a click, or actually I can save these, and if you don't bump it, I can just bid on it. I get to see a card.
That's
and
right.
Don't really have to do anything crazy
That's 100%
to
correct.
interact with that.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm going to do. So first click, I'm going to run here.
All right. Encounter the data hound, or the
Okay.
news hound.
So I will give it -1 strength.
Done. So it's a
that
3 strength.
Mimic can interact, and then I will break the subroutine with my recurring credit.
All right. Over to the pop-up window. When you encounter it, I gain a credit. Yay.
All right. And I will obviously pay
Paid
the credit.
yours. And then we have a 4 strength trace 3 here.
Okay. So you get a boost to this trace if you'd like.
So basically, you could cash out all of your credits to not take a tag. I'll plug one into it. I'll make it a trace 4.
Take a tag.
All right, tag taken.
And then successful run, so I'll gain a counter here, or here, rather.
And then access the top card.
Then I'll access, could be
the game.
Full Jamoke.
So actually, before we do that, let's look at what we've got. So we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points have been seen so far of 20. So there are 6 points remaining in the deck. Now here's the other thing. 2 of them are quantum predictive and you're tagged, so that would give me points, which is great for me, which is why I wanted that tag to stick as Zachary reads the agenda. Now that means 2 points. All right, so there are 2 2-point agendas, probably a private security force and another Beal. I assume there's probably another Beal in there, you know? Or maybe there's a 3-pointer and I don't know. You ready? Mm-hmm. Access?
It stays. All right, so I love that you're just like.
It's a game of insanity.
It is a game of insanity.
It's like nothing else on earth.
Next click.
You no longer have a scarcity of resources in case you
I know.
wanted to, develop your board a little bit.
Let's think about this.
I love this game,
Let's
man.
remove the tag. I can wait to do that.
You don't need to do that. That's not important.
Let's draw a card. That's the game we're playing, huh? Let's remove a tag.
That's the game we're playing, huh?
And there's cards you see, and then you're like,
Oh, yeah.
Where have you been my whole life? Huh? Let's just gain money.
All right.
Then I'll draw a card at the end of the round.
Mando, draw. Okay. Now we've got ourselves a game here.
To make you nervous at any point, I can just
Snipe the top card off R&D, yes. It does make me very nervous.
just waiting for my chance. This game turned out way better than I thought it would. I'll say that
this
much.
is a really intense game now. A good one to end the series on.
That's right.
Okay. Let's think about this. Oh my gosh, why is this the hardest thing on earth?
Just trying to squeak 2 points by.
I am just unbelievably hard choices. Okay, first click and second click, I'm gonna gain 2 credits.
And then you're gonna.
Third click, I'm gonna play a service outage. You're gonna have to pay me 1 credit to make the first run of the turn.
Okay.
So we're trying to scrap in making these runs as hard as possible for old Mr. Bunn. Over to you. Don't you feel like it's kind of the top table of like a World Poker Series?
Yeah, I do.
And
There's a lot on the line for no reason.
Actually, that describes probably the greatest asset a game can bring to the table. If it makes you feel like there's a lot on the line when there's nothing truly on the line, like we don't have $1 million riding on this,
Then it's good.
How brilliant is that, honestly?
Yeah. Let's draw a card. Okay.
Of strategic note too, I could have drawn a card for my first turn, just to get a card that you don't know, and potentially have an agenda in hand.
Let's go. Technical writer.
How long have you been holding on to those boys?
And then I will.
Boy, bad timing on those, huh?
Gain of money. Yeah, you're right. And the end of the round, I'll draw a card.
All right, mandatory draw. Okay.
Just kind of wiggling my way out. This is also what you're talking about when I don't necessarily think you have an opportunity to fast advance a 2-pointer out and win. So until you start threatening,
There's
I
really
can
no
just be
reason.
building and making sure I can get in when the time comes.
First is credit.
It's all fancy pants. No!
Second is hedge funds.
Oh man, he's in the money.
And third, when is it go time?
It's always go time.
Yeah.
That needs to be a GIF. All right.
I'm so scared. Install. Good.
Oh, my. So if that's a 3-2 agenda, and I don't go get it right now, I lose. If it is a 3-2 agenda and I go get it, I win. What are
Could
the
be a
odds?
news team.
Could be any number of things.
Garbage.
Let me do some math. Card's name?
Yes. 3.
They are there.
How ridiculous is this game? Does it make you want to just like come back in full force to the world of Netrunner?
It really does. All right, let's do a little thing. I'm gonna infiltrate that card you installed.
Did you just infiltrate my ice or the card I installed?
Yeah, the card you installed.
So you're saying that you want to expose this and look at it instead of wasting all your time doing it the hard way?
Yes. Because if it's an agenda, I have a different plan. Ah, yes.
It's Keegan Lane.
It's all Keegs.
Yeah.
All right, he can. Well done.
If you're tagged, I can remove that tag and
Trash program.
get busy with it.
So don't take a tag. Is
Don't
the
take a
moral
tag.
Story. All right. Well, now that I know I have a little bit of time, that infiltrate paid off.
You just infiltrated like a boss. That's the greatest that could ever be used.
Oh, it is great. I'll take it. Let's.
I've never seen a better use case for that card, actually.
Then right
until
that moment. That's so good. Oh, man.
Those tentacle riders are doing work for you, though.
They will. Trust me. Straw card.
All right, that's good. Whew.
Gaining credit.
Okay, not a problem.
And gaining credit.
All right,
And I get a free card.
mandatory draw. All right, I'm going to show a quick thing here.
Look at your hand.
I'm going to install a piece of ice for 1, and I'm going to show you why, because whenever I install a piece of ice, I can always uninstall, basically overwrite things from the server. So, Assassin, gone.
All right.
So install this for 1. Did I already pay that? I don't remember.
I don't think you
I
did.
don't think I did. Install here and gain a credit.
So Keegan was he's an asset?
He is an upgrade.
An upgrade. And so he could be on a server with an agenda.
Yes. Agenda, asset. Remember, any number of upgrades can be in a server. So I could have 17 upgrades and 1 asset or agenda. You have another infiltrate?
I need more time.
I feel like we've been playing for about 3 hours.
Yeah, about 3 days.
Okay, so let's just talk through this too, right?
The oddsometer. Because the truth is, I need a point.
The truth is you need a point.
The struggle is, I technically have 2, 4, 6, 8 credits on a run.
This is that moment, and I actually had it in one of our games as well, where the scoring, I mean, the point is probably over here, right? There's a lot of unknowns, but we assume, okay, so let's assume the worst. 3-2 is over here, and it's gonna get sorted out next turn. So,
I feel like the right call is putting a token on Crypsis, running here, forcing you to res and spend your money. Because you are gonna, if it is a 3-2, you need 3 money left after.
Mm-hmm.
So if you only have 6 money to res ice,
right.
how bad can that be?
How bad can it be? Well, we'll have to look at the chart.
The chart. What are you talking about, chart?
the timing structure of a run here.
Oh, because if you can tag me with an ice and then Keegan me.
That would be a thing, yeah, I suppose.
Then the other odds.
The other thing you could do, so if, this is what you have to calculate, you're calculating it currently. Odds of you successfully getting in here and stealing the agenda is one consideration. Odds of you doing something over here that prevents me from scoring this next turn, so it buys you a turn, another consideration. Taking a shot at R&D,
which I know I can get.
Trying to snipe at least 1 point off of R&D.
But the problem is if I end up taking a tag, then if I hit a 1-pointer,
right, I would score it.
I lose.
But how many credits do I have to invest in that to make sure that that tags it? Because it is a trace, right?
Yeah.
But I do also have in the runs on these now too. So
yeah, I was going to say, I could also technically, just to look at some options here. First click, I could put a counter on Crypsis.
Yeah.
Second click, I could.
So we could go like here.
And then I could run.
That would be there.
I could use my token. I could use my recurring to break the first one, break the pop-up, and then I could use Crypsis for
break the in the run.
Break the in the run, but if I had
and then take the tag.
But if I had one more money, then I could break.
You could break both,
and then be left with a single click to at least run here and force you to res.
It's true.
And face check whatever madness I have. I feel like so really, that's the call, right?
Yeah.
Either I need to.
Now, the other crazy thing too, like if you had like stim hacks and stuff, those are obviously going to change the odds because you could cash it all out here and then stim hack here. You still have a Crypsis, it'll die.
But it still has it.
But it still works, right?
Yeah. But see, the same kind of odds though, kind of to me play out over here, which is if I put one on Crypsis and I run. But the scary unknown here is that even if I break the first piece with Crypsis, there's no telling what's here. Mm-hmm. And that could be painful for me.
It's kind of you have to decide if you want to like really cash it out, right? Because you could end this turn technically with no Crypsis, no money, one data sucker token. Depending on how it goes, like if you need Crypsis to do work. I don't know the right answer. Oh, don't forget the service outage. You got to pay one to. Oh man, that makes it way better for me actually.
So I'd have to pay one.
Which means that this credit, you'd have to do 2 credits.
2 credits.
Yeah, just to check R&D. That's wild. I'm happy about it. I mean, I'm not mocking my fascination with your situation, even though I like it for me. So what do you do?
Think.
You could also have 2 cards in hand, so let's not forget you could check.
That's what I'm doing the math on right now. I don't think the math holds out because I need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could boost up by 1, 10, 11, which I just don't have.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. 12 is great piece of ice, yeah.
Super good.
This is great against Crypsis, right? Well, what are you going to do?
I think I'm going to do an R&D check.
I like that. I think that's the best.
All right, so gain 2 credits. Counter on Crypsis. Running and gunning.
You could also, too, let's not forget, you could also not put the counter on Crypsis and just, if you needed one more click for something.
I don't.
You don't.
I mean, the best thing I can do is run here, but I think if you put an agenda down, you can keep me out.
100%.
When I don't have any money.
Yeah.
So if you didn't put an agenda down, this at least means that I have Crypsis going into the next round.
The next thing, yep.
So we'll run there. I'll give you -1 strength.
1 for the service outage. Please, right. There's been an outage.
I pay you 1?
No, I wish. You just have to spend 1 extra credit.
All right. So then -1.
4 strength Newtown becomes 3 strength, which means that now Mimic can interact with it. Do you want to break both subroutines?
Yeah.
All right, both subroutines are broken. This ice is passed. Do you want to jack out or continue?
Continuing.
All right, encounter the pop-up window. When the runner encounters it, I gain a credit.
I'll pay 1.
And you pay 1 because you either are breaking the subroutine or you're not breaking it because you don't have anything that's going to do that. You're just using the subroutine, pay 1 so the run doesn't end. You pass the ice. Would you like to continue or jack out?
I'm going to keep rolling. Here
encounter
we go.
4 strength Newshound.
All right, I will pay 1 to give Crypsis a strength, 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 so
All right,
4.
4 strength Crypsis. You have 2 subroutines.
I will break both subroutines.
Okay, you
will
have
lose
passed
this
the ice.
Token.
Now, would you like to continue or jack out?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna get a free token, and
All right.
I'm gonna continue.
Continue, so the run is successful. You get your token. Anything else that matters here?
I don't think so, and I have no tags. So in the event that it is the 1 pointer,
This is your last click, right?
it's my last click.
All right, so
Oh no!
there's definitely a deal there.
Oh, he's showing the agenda, so I either win or lose on this.
Are you ready?
No. I lose. Oh man, good game.
So good, man.
What are like the top 4 cards?
Hold on. Okay, let's look
Can I just
at.
see? I want to see how deep we were. All right, I wasn't anywhere near.
They're all. Oh my gosh. There's one. Oh, it was another global food. So there's only 2 quantum predictives in here.
Are they in your
clever.
hand?
No, that's all the agendas.
Oh,
So.
because of the initiatives.
So here's what this looked like also, just for your own benefit. We've got the data raven up top, which when you encounter it, you have to take a tagger in the run. So you take the tag, you break this or not. When you get here, I can res Keegan, trash him, remove a tag, and trash Crypsis or whatever it is, and then it's the wraparound. So I had,
I would have had to play a barrier breaker.
this was,
And even then,
this was if you played a barrier breaker, I always have the Keegan option to trash it before you get to wraparound, which means
and then I'd have to pay a bunch of money.
you have to
with
pay
Crypsis,
7 plus the Crypsis.
I don't know. I didn't have a barrier breaker in sight.
And so for the next turn, it would be advance this 3 times and score it.
Yeah,
So
of
that
course.
would take me to 7.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
that was-
It's so much fun.
that was a really
so
good
much
game.
fun. Okay, so there we have Adam and New Angeles Soul and NBN Identity. You can find all of these in our blogs for these deck lists. Again, special thanks to Spags. You'll recognize and probably see him in the Netrunner community if you get involved in any way whatsoever. Great asset to that community and has put these decks together for us. Again, these are just 3 products you need to buy to make these decks and have this exact experience. And in fact, these decks are built from the same revised core set and the same Data and Destiny box. So like if we bought those 2 products and then a couple of packs each,
We could build these
we
decks.
could have this exact experience. We've also got the entire blog series starting from learning all the way down to deck building. So check all those videos out. You can find that in the link in the YouTube description here. And we also would love to send you all of the data packs and expansions as they come out. We have a subscription service to help you just kind of keep track of things and send you your products automatically as they come out. So that's a cool thing too. You'll find more about that in the links below as well. Anything else I'm missing, Zach? If you got this far, we've earned the right to tell you about all of the promotions and things that we have to offer.
A lot of times we'll do like thoughts about the decks after, but I'll be talking about Adam in the blog. So if
I
you're
think
interested
this is
in
a
that, you can check that out.
fascinating runner, certainly with some more tools.
Well, I felt like I drew my economy backwards.
Yeah.
I had a really good start, and then like I just kept drawing programs, and then had no money, and then I eventually drew the riders and the arm. And when you played the current, and I had.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you played the current, I started doing resources that could get me money,
Yeah.
but it's like it's not worth it anymore.
And that was, you could see what the kind of the intent of this deck is. It had to make it out of that early game, which was just,
Hit the agendas.
I was getting rolled. Yeah, and you hit those agendas and I was like, I don't know how to, and the wraparounds were really significantly important. And I think they're going to be more and more important in this kind of new era of Netrunner because a lot of decks are relying on things like Amakua to have those early accesses and not having to install those barrier breakers.
Yeah, especially with Adam because he has to spend influence to get the barrier breakers. So
Yeah.
he's relying on those AI breakers.
Well, I'm going to go cool off and take some deep breaths. I'm sure you're going to do the same, Zach. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the 4th game in the series. You can find more of those games if you haven't seen them. And we've got some deck building guides as well. So thanks for watching. If you want more of these kinds of videos, you can check the rest of our Learning Netrunner series. You can also click over to our blog via the description in this video to find deck lists for everything used here, as well as more detailed information. We've also got revised core sets on the store, data tokens, and our subscription service to send you every product as it comes out. Thanks for watching.